Just a minute.
Good afternoon, everyone. I K. Shankar, working as a assistant professor, HNS department in MRC College. It's a great pleasure to welcome you all to our FDP program. I introduce the resource persons, Mr. Bharadwaj Arvapalli Garu, working currently co-founder AUB Tech Village LLP Hyderabad. One more person, Dr. Chintalapudi V. Suresh Garu, working as a professor, HOD, CSO, VBIT University in Kuntur. And one more person, Mr. Mosha Garu, working artificial and machine learning engineer, the Smart Bridge, Hyderabad. So today's FDP program, we covered morning section AI-IOT in electrical engineering applications, electrical area, AV and renewable energy sources, and smart grid. This topic covered Bharadwaj Garu and Moshe sir covered according to coding and outright programming areas. If any queries related to AI and IoT, you can interact with those persons. Questions and answers asked last 30 minutes. I am very thankful to you who are present here today's program. I hand over the section to Moshe Garu. Thank you, Ananda.
Yeah, thank you, Shankar sir. Hi everyone. Good afternoon. Hope I am clearly audible to everyone. Bharadwaj, can you please help me that am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
It is also visible.
Yeah, thanks. Guys, now let's see. This is how we stopped. Let me just recap what we have done in our first session. Okay, so we just taken the data set. Yeah, thank you, Swapna. So we have taken this data set and we try to understand what is the problem statement, and then we just started exploring this data set. And so far we have explored these are the columns. Okay, so what is a voltage A, voltage B, and voltage C phases, and then current A, current B, current C frequencies. That is also we have analyzed. And now let us see, I don't go into much into detail about this analysis, but whereas I'll just show you other ways also where you can do the analysis. Let's say this is why we do the analysis, just to understand the data patterns inside of it and to understand more about the problem and more about the data. So let's say if I want to find out this data set, let's say I'll just take this. There is no fault data set also. Yeah, let me just take this data set. Let's say this is how based on the data set whatever we have that I analyzed. But if you want to analyze it more, what you can do, let's say if I just find out this one. Okay, let me just take this no fault. Okay, if you want to do more analysis on it, this is how you can just make it. I'm not going into much analysis, but I'll show you how you can do them. So if suppose I want to get the data only which is having no fault. Suppose if I want to get the data, then I'll just add into data frame to it. So then I'll be getting the data specific to where there is no fault data. Okay. Now, I got an error. None of index. Let me just try it. Mhm. Let me show you one thing. So when I'm accessing this specific data, this is the data when I'm accessing. So if I want to get the entire data on it, let me show you here. Okay. Yeah. So now I got in a data with only no fault data. No, there is no fault. As like we could see, there are a few of the categories: line A to ground fault, line A to line B ground fault, line B to line C fault. Now here as well we have no fault category also. With no fault, only with no fault, what is the data I have? And on this data, if I want to find out, if I want to make the analysis, again you can make the analysis. Let's say this is only specific to the no fault data. I'm just making as it's a no fault data. Okay, I'm assigning into a new variable called no fault data. Now here again you can make the analysis. If you wish to explore more about this data set and try to find out the patterns inside of the data set to before building the model. Okay, so you can do that. Sorry, here I can type the data. All right. Yeah, I got this data. Now here again you can make the analysis. Let's say this is the same. I'll try to analyze for the VA, VB, and VC with the color mentioning also. Okay, but this time I'll write the data. This is the no fault data. Okay, this is no fault, not just a fault. Let me make it clear. The data name also, data set name, so that it should have some meaning. Okay, good. Right. Let's say I'll just take this and keep it here. Okay. Now let me keep some colors. Let's say this is in a red, and I'll give it says blue, or and let me give another one as green. See, this is on no fault. This is completely a no fault data set. In this no fault data set, what is the frequencies? What is the relation it is making among this volt A, volt B, volt C? Suppose same thing. If I want to try it on current, you can also do the same thing. Okay. So here for the current also I'm doing. Okay, I'll just take this dataset name and I'll just update it. Okay, if I can run, then the patterns inside of this data set, it is only for the no fault data. And how it is there, the patterns and the relations and the frequencies, that we can understand. Why I'm just showing you, it is how you want to do the analysis. More analysis, how much you do, you will understand the data more. Okay, so here I just shown you that with no fault I did. You can also do with other categories. Let's say line B, line to line A, line B, line C to ground fault, and then line A to ground fault. Same scenarios you can follow. Okay. Now once like after exploration of the data, you could understand why this data it is having, what might be the patterns it is having. So how we can make it into better. You can also create the scenarios. Let's say some so and so. This is the let me just go to here. Suppose let's say if ground fault it is not there, but whereas an indicator C is present within a fault and B is not there, and C is A is it is there, and the current value of A must be this one, and current value of B might be some value. If suppose you have the scenario, and whether if these are the numbers, if I'm having, what might be the fault type, what might be the is it having a fault or not. So such scenarios also you can make it, and understand more about the data. Once you understood more about the data, then later what you can do, you can build a model. So for a building model, what you have to do, you have to split the data. So firstly, what you have to do, split the data. For splitting the data, what we can do, we have to, in our data, let me just get into the data. This is our data, right? This is our data. So in this data, this is my target column. Fault type is target column. These are all my inputs. If I give these inputs, it has to predict and make the automation whether it is having the fault or not, and if it is having a fault, what is the fault. Now for that, if I want to train to the machine, now let us split the data as my target column into one variable and remaining all inputs or features, depending features into another variable. Okay. Now let me just copy this and I'll assign into one variable and remaining all into another variable. So for that, what I'm going to do, let me just make it as an let's say x equals to I'm just accessing to the data, and then I'll drop this column. Okay, I'll just drop this column, so that if I can drop this column, then remaining all columns will be in a x. So I'm just giving an axis equals to 1 as I'm doing the column operations. Now if I can check with x, so it is removed. It is removed. All these features were in a one variable. Now I'll keep this target column into another variable. So for that, what I'll do, I'll just make y equals to data of specific column. I'll just access it. Now if I do, now I can have in this variable only the target column. Now I have an independent, these are all the inputs and these are all the, this is an output column. Okay. Now let us train this model. How we can train the model? Now for training the model, from sklearn, there is a scikit-learn library which we will be using from sklearn. Sklearn dot pre-processing. Okay. Import train test split. Okay, it might be giving an error. Let me just I have to import this scikit-learn also. Let me just go to here and just take this sklearn pip install. Okay, you just take this one. Okay, if it is not there, you can just pip install. By default, sometimes it comes and sometimes it won't come. I'll just keep the explanatory. Now I have imported this scikit-learn.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, what this module contains, sir? SC.
Scikit-learn. This scikit-learn, it's this scikit-learn, it's in a library. In this library, what you will have all the machine learning models. Okay, let's say in machine learning we have. Let me just show you. In machine learning, we will have a supervised and unsupervised, right? So in this supervised and unsupervised, here you have a regression, clustering, association rule, classification. In regression, again, you will have lot of techniques, lot of models will be available. By using those models, you are going to build an algorithm. Okay. Now, without building from the scratch, this scikit-learn library will have lot of models. Okay, what you can do, you can just import this scikit-learn library. From there, simply you can access it. So what I'll do, this train test split also will have from this one. So from sklearn.model selection, okay, what I can do, I can import train test split. Okay, so scikit-learn will provide the models, okay, for classification or regression, for clustering. Any kind of model, if you are building in a machine learning, scikit-learn can be used. Is it only the scikit-learn can be available? No. If you want to build from your own, you can write the code from the scratch. Okay, so instead of writing the code from the scratch directly, you can use this library. There are a lot of codes models were available under this one. You can directly use them. Now once if
for any application, sir, this library
for any kind of a tabular data. So if you have in a tabular data, if you have a data like this in Excel, if you have a data like in a JSON format, CSV format, any kind of a data you have, that is you are required to build a machine learning algorithm, then scikit-learn is the best option. Everything it will be there. What you can do is you can just simply import it and use it. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So now let me just show you how once we have splitted the data into inputs and then outputs, let me split the data for training and testing. So we have to train our data, right? So for training, what I'm going to do, I'll be using this train test split. Okay, so for that one, what I'll do, I'll split this data into 4 parts. That is what xtrain, xtest, ytrain, and then ytest. Okay, so I'm splitting this data into 4 parts, 4 variables. So how I'm going to split? Firstly, I'll keep this x as my inputs. Here, as I divided all the inputs into x, I kept, and then y as my dependent variable. Okay, next I'll be giving the training size. Okay, training size, that let's say I'm sending 0.8 means 80% of the data for a training, and let's say remaining 20% of the data will go for the testing. Okay, now if I can run on this one, you can keep also random state equals to any numerical number, so that it will happen randomly. Those numbers can be will not be changed if you keep this random state equals to 42. Now after this one, what I can do, I can directly build an algorithm. Okay, let's say what model, let me just show you. We will build a logistic regression. Okay, I just want to build a building model. It's just in 3 lines of code. It's not a big deal. So let's say I will build a logistic regression. Logistic regression model. So how I can build the logistic regression model? Simply from linear, I guess, sklearn dot linear model import logistic regression we have. Now I'm just importing it. After taking this logistic regression, you have to initialize it. So for here I already splitted the data. If you can see my entire data, how much I'm having 7,861, right? From that, the entire data splitted into these 4 parts. Let's say if I can open x_train dot head, you can able to see the data. Okay, randomly it has randomly taken all the data. Now if same thing xtest, if you can see, then xtest also you'll be getting like entire data splitted into 4 parts. On these four variables, I'll be training my model. So let's say this is logistic regression, also one of the model which can be used best fit for the binary classification. We are not having a binary classification, but just for an example, I'm just showing to you. Okay, later we will build another models as well. Okay, so I'm just adding this is as a logistic just for an initialization. Okay, now I have initialized it. Now what I can do, I can build a model. How I can build the model? Logistic. Okay, this is the model I have initialized, logistic dot fit. Okay, now I'm passing this xtrain, ytrain. Okay, once I did this, there will be a logistic model. Okay, let me just add it this as a logistic model variable. This is the logistic model. If I run this one, what happens? Now model will be trained. Okay, model will be trained. Once this model is come, now let me predict this model. Logistic underscore model dot predict. How I am going to predict? As I have 4 splits. So for a training, I'm just training this 80% of data. My model is trained on logistic regression. Let me just text with the X test. What I'm doing, I'm just testing this data. Now it is tested. Okay, let me just this is I'll keep it like in a logistic prediction. Okay, now I predicted this one. Now let me just evaluate this one. For evaluation, what we have some of the metrics. Okay, let's say metrics. Yeah, metrics. Input. Let me just show you accuracy score, and the remaining things also we will see. This accuracy score, what it can do, it will tell you how accurately it is working. So I'll just pass this accuracy score, and I'll keep this logistic prediction. Okay, and whatever the unseen data we have, that is Y test, I'll just run it, and you can see. Now this model which is giving 89% of an accuracy, which means, let's say if I am passing all these values, and what is the type of the fault which has to be predicted, that prediction, how much percentage accurately it is predicting, with 89% of accurately it is going to predict. Okay, this is how we will be evaluating the model. In evaluation of the model with accuracy, you will be having a confusion matrix. This is also you can take it. So confusion matrix also will help you to understand how your model is behaving. Okay, let me just take this one. Okay, I'll just keep this values again into the confusion matrix, and I'll just confusion matrix is not defined. Let me just run this one. Now I got it. Let me just print this one so it looks good. Right. So this is the confusion matrix. I got into the confusion matrix, or else confusion matrix report, something you will be getting. Classification report. This looks good, rather than directly going to the confusion matrix. Right. This classification report will give entire model report. So here, how it is predicting, what is it is going, and what is the micro average value, precision value, recall value, F1 score, support. Okay, these are all the evaluation metrics. Based on these values, if suppose precision is 1, then the model might be very good. If recall is good, okay, F1 score value is also very good. So here the 30, which means like line B2, line C fault, and for this one, this is very bad. Okay, so how much data it is having, based on that model will be trained. So like such, we build the logistic regression. Let me just build another ensemble technique called a random forest classifier. Let me just build a random forest. Okay, this is the random forest from sklearn dot ensemble, I guess, yeah, ensemble import random forest classifier. Okay, now I've got this random classifier. I'll just initialize this one. Okay, same way how we did for the logistic regression, same procedure I'm following. Now I just initialized it. Now I'll be building the model. Let's say this is the random model. I'm just calling the name of it. You can keep your own name. Okay, now let's say this is the random dot fit, and then we will be keeping this X train comma Y train, so that our model will be trained on it. Once this model is trained, now let me just predict this one, random prediction. I'll just keep it as random predict. Now let's predict this random underscore model dot predict. Let me just keep this X test data. With that, I will test it. Now I have tested this data. Now let me just check with an accuracy how much this model is giving on our trained model. So for that, I'll just take this random underscore predict. Then I'll just keep the unseen data of Y test. So the random forest, it is giving 100%. Okay, now logistic regression gave me so far 89%. That model definitely accurately it will predict whatever the inputs will give, but whereas random forest it is giving in 100%. Okay, even 100% is also we should look it for a danger zone. Okay, so anyway, that comes under how you have to understand the model. There will be fitting and under fitting, how it is behaving. Okay, based on the inputs if you can give, then it will be behaving. So just for your understanding, let's say I'll just take this data and whether let us check how this random model is going to work. Let me just use this random model dot predict. I'll just keep this data and we will try to predict it. Okay, I'll just keep the comma in between all of these inputs. Okay, this is how now if you can directly pass the inputs to it, directly model will give what is the type of the fault it is. So you don't need to again go back and check on it. Now the model or an algorithm will take care of it. Now let's say if this is the object method object is not subscriptable. Predict, it's correct. Random model is correct. Let me just use this one. Maybe there are over spaces, white spaces. Let me just remove it. So we build the model. Now let's say if I pass this inputs, how my model is going to predict that. That is what I'm trying to show you. Let me just remove and keep into 1D. Prediction might be it is deprecated. Random underscore model dot. Is it there? Predict. Yeah, of course it is there. If I can pass, it should give. Let me keep into parenthesis and try. No. Should come with this one. Just a minute, I'll just figure out this one. So anyway, this is how you are going to predict your model, and the model, this is how it is going to work. Let me just figure out this one. Anyway, if you are using this Google Colab, you can also have the access of this Gemini, so which can also give you the actionable things if you are facing any errors like me. This code should work. For me, it's not working. Let me just take into another inputs and try.
Moses, can you just show Gemini also, like how Gemini will solve this error if possible? Like
just,
how to
yeah. But if they are habituated with the Gemini, they might be. It should pop up. So then we can show them. It's not popping up.
I think there is a symbol in that cell itself, cell properties, up, down. After that, there is Gemini symbol. Maybe you can check. There, the third option.
No, it's not there. Usually it come here only.
Okay.
And we just pop up. Okay, let it be. So you just ignore it. So just testing it here itself with the generating option. So that we can, if suppose if the scenario is there, what you can do, you can just go to the generate AI and you can just give your prompt. Let's say this is my code. Can you write? Let me. I'm just showing you how you can use this Gemini. This is. Let me just write it here. Okay, this is my code. I'm getting error on it. Can you please correct me? If suppose if I gave this one, it also can directly do the actions on it. By the way, for the free users, it may not give all the accesses. I have account for the pro. This is a pro account. If you can have the pro account, then you will be getting. I'm not doing on my pro account. I'm just using on my a simple account. So now, by the way, if I have written this one directly, it is give me this is the code you have to write. It is corrected the code. Now I'm just accepting it. Now if I can run, now it will work. So what it did, it is just converted into the array and then it is passing to the model. Now I did the mistake that I haven't converted into an array. So that is the basic mistake I did. Now if I can run, let me just see what might be the predict. Now the prediction is line to a ground fault. So suppose let's say what are the observations I have taken? These are the observations I have taken. 7196 row. Okay, these are the observations I have taken. Let me just go to my data and let us check this 7196 whether it is predicted properly or not. So I'll just go to my data. I'll just access the data.head. Okay. Now if I have accessed it, I can, if I keep the data.head, I'll get only 5 rows. Now I just want to get this one. So if I want to get this one specific to it, I cannot get it. Let me keep it as an 98. So we'll have the 97 value. Now this is the 97 value. Okay, isn't it 97, which we have taken the observations? It's an 96. So at the 96, what is the prediction? It is a no fault. But what our model predicted, it is a line A to ground fault. Wrongly predicted, right? Let me just take this first observation. I'll again keep this first observation. Let's check what it has to predict. If I keep these values, then it has to predict line A to ground fault. Okay, let me just keep the comma in between all. Okay, so once we give how we have given scaling techniques and then data pre-processing techniques also would be there. As I told you, like though my model is giving an 100% of accuracy, but that's always not good. Now here you can see, now it is predicting correct only. Line A to ground fault. It is correctly predicted. If I keep these inputs, now it is predicting correct only. Let me randomly take some, let's say, I'll just keep a 10. Now any of this or else 50, I'll just take any of the random things I'll be taking.
Parvina, Jeevan Reddy Dappa, Rajesh, ఈ నలుగురు కాలే.
So if suppose if you can give any kind of these things, then you will check that how your model is working. So far what I am trying to did in this coding and all, so I have taken a data set relevant to this electrical. Okay, I understood the problem that there are a lot of fault types of the issues in power, which can damage the surveillance, which can damage the safety, there are a lot of other drawbacks for it. So to address that solution manually for doing a human, it is taking in a huge time. So for that I am trying to build an algorithm. So for that I have collected a data. This is the data I had with 7,861 rows and 10 columns relevant to my field, and I try to understand the data, how it is. Next, I did a small analysis on it to understand more about the data, and to make a proper target column, from my data with the patterns, I just make the pattern to it, and I have created a new target column called fault type column, target column, fault type, and there are types of the faults, and based on the inputs, that fault type can be categorized like such. There are these many types are there. The highest is in my entire data, like 50% of data, it is having a no fault. Okay, due to this indicate current of A, current of B, current of C phases, and I try to understand how the relation among them, how the frequency is going to there in a voltage and current in current. And more analysis, just for an example, I just show you with a no fault. You can also do the analysis kind of other categories also. This is for if suppose no fault data I'm having, and what is the voltage A, voltage B, voltage C analysis among them, then this is the visualization which can help, and same for a current which can help. And later I just splitted the data as I'm going to build a model for it, as I'm building an algorithm for it. So I splitted all my inputs into an X. I just splitted the data for a target column and then input features. These are all the input features, and this is my target column. Now to train the model, scikit-learn is required for me. So I just pip installed the scikit-learn. Scikit-learn is used to build a machine learning algorithms. Then later I have to split my data into 4 variables. So for splitting this one, I have just imported from the scikit-learn train testing splitting. Then I splitted my data into 2 training and 2 variables for the testing. So for training, I have just splitted data for an 80%, and for testing, I have taken for another 20%. Here, based on the domain, you can keep this percentage. Let's say if your domain is required, you have to send the data 80% or 70% for the training and 20% for testing or 30% for a testing. Based on your requirement, based on your domain, that you will be taking random state. If suppose this is all randomly allocation could happen. So if I keep this random state 42, once whatever the random numbers it was generated, that will not change, though how many times I'll execute this cell. Once I have executed, I have splitted the data. For an example, I have just shown you this xtrain, how it could look like. And then I have just shown you how we can build a model. Let's say I have imported the logistic regression from the scikit-learn, and I've just initialized the model. Then I have just trained the model. This is how fit means it is going to train the model on xtrain and ytrain, because my data is splitted onto 4 splits. Now this xtrain and ytrain, where it is having an 80% of the data, on 80% of the data, I am training my model. Once my model is trained, I am just predicting within a 20% of data. That 20% of the data was splitted into x-test and y-test. Now in x-test, by using this x-test, I just tested the model, how it is going to predict. Now to evaluate the model with this prediction, I have taken some of the metrics. These are the metrics which will be used to measure your model, how your model is behaving. Okay, so accuracy score I used, and accuracy score for this logistic model, which is gave 89%. And this is in a classification report which gives the entire data, and confusion matrix also you can use. So based on this report, we will try to understand how our model is behaving. Same way I built for a random forest classifier. So random forest classifier also gave me 100% in accuracy. Now my model is ready, but to test the model before deployment, so to understand it, I have taken some of the inputs from my own dataset, which model was trained, which model was learned, and I'm just testing, and it is working properly. Okay, this is how we will be building the model. Once this model, now if model is good, if I'm testing here, it is working properly, then next what we will do, this model, we might be installing to any hardware systems. This model we might be installing or keeping into deploying into any website or any app or anywhere. This model can make a lot of automations. Suppose if you want to find out whether the fault is there or not, you don't need to manually collect the data and do an Excel sheet and make the calculations and find out it. On this 7,860 observations, model already learned like a human. How we are learning, same like us, the model learned. Now what you can do, you can directly ask with these inputs. If you directly give these inputs, then model will tell whether it is in a fault or not. If it is in a fault, and which kind of a fault it is. So this is what a machine learning can do. This is what AI can do. So this model you can integrate with anywhere. Like you can integrate into hardware, you can integrate into a software, wherever you want. What is the requirement? Everywhere you can try that. So this is how we can do and make the automation into electrical field. I hope it is clear to everyone. If you have any questions, now you go ahead, or if not, you can just write down your questions. Okay, after the session, we'll have a Q&A session. In that Q&A session, we will discuss it more detailedly. And apart from this, not just within machine learning, not just within an electrical field, we will also discuss about the agentic AI and what are the GPDs, what is how automation AI agents can do, how one AI agent can do 50 people job or 10 people job, how it can make a call, how it can do all the analysis, how it can send a mail, how it can exactly mimic me. Those things also we will discuss in the question and answers session. That would be a very nice session. So I hope it is clear to everyone. If any questions you have, then in 1 minute I'll try to help you out. If not, we will again discuss in the question and answers session. Thank you.
Yeah, so if there are any questions, you can please put it in the chat so that Moses can answer your question.
Sir, hello, sir.
Yeah, Hussein sir.
Sir, can you please elaborate on exit train and Y train, how they have been taken? So once again, just I want clarity on that.
Sir, simple, sir. Let me just explain you with one example. Let's say a student will come to a college for completing his graduation. Okay, so in his entire year, let's say 365 days, how many days he is coming to the college? Let's say almost 200 days for he will be coming for classes to learn, and remaining days there will be exams, right? Exams days will be there. Same like. For our data, we are training a machine learning model that some data will be sending for the training, some data will be sending for the testing. Now here I'm splitted my data into 4 splits. One is X-train and Y-train, X-test and Y-test. This X-train and Y-train, by using, this is how the functionality to build a model, they have created it. Okay, X-train and Y-train, which by using them, I am going to build my model, train the model. Now training is done. Next, we have to test the model. Now student also came 200 days for the college. Now he has to go with an examinations. Now in this examinations, we'll have an internal exams and then external exams. Same like I'm having an X test and then Y test. In this X test, what I'll do, I'll try to verify like an internal exams, how it is going to happen. With Y test, this is unseen data. Student will don't know what type of questions he will be getting in external exams, right? Same like this Y test also will not ever seen by model. By within a metric, I'll try to pass it and I'll know how my model is behaving. I hope it is clear to you, Hussein sir.
Thank you, sir. One more question is with the logistic regression, it was 0.89.
Okay.
But with the random forest, it is 100% because and the data is same. So why the output is different, sir?
Very good question, sir. So if you want to answer me that question, then we have to understand how logistic regression will work. Okay, logistic regression, it is a kind of a family of a regression, logistic regression, and then this might be the last question. So, if you have multiple questions, we'll definitely address at the end of the in question and answer session. So
okay,
this
sir, no issues.
This logistic regression, how it is going to work. So you will this is a best fit for a binary classification. Okay, so in our data, how many categories we have? We have a more than 5 to 6 categories, almost 5 categories we have. But logistic regression can best fit for the binary classification. Why? Because here sigmoid function will be employed. Let's say if above 1 or below 0, if it is crossing, then all the points will be making it the 1 and 0 only. It will not be crossed. So this is a completely mathematics which will happen behind of the logistic regression, that is from the regression family. And when it is there is only one model. If you can look about it, there is only one model. But whenever we see the random classifier, random forest classifier, in random forest right, in random forest classifier, what you will have, you will be having a multiple models. Okay, here now you can see there are multiple models. So in these models, you will have the decision trees. Okay, in this you will be having the decision tree. Here Yeah, it is a kind of a tree kind of a algorithm. This is also called to be ensemble techniques. So here in random forest, you will be having a multiple models. As like logistic regression is having only one model, but in random forest classifier, you will be having a multiple decision tree models. Okay, like logistic regression, there is another model called decision tree. Decision tree, like such multiple decision tree models, all will be combined and become one strong random forest classifier model. Because of that, because of random forest classifier functionality, it is gave me the 100% accuracy. Because of logistic regression functionality, it gave me 89% of an accuracy. I hope it is clear to you. If still you have any questions, that we will address you at the question and answer session. If others also having any questions, we will definitely discuss in the end of the session. Thank you so much, guys. Over to you, Bharatwaj.
Yes, I think that was a good session, Moses. I really enjoyed going through all the data. Hope all the faculties have learned a lot. So as per this session, whatever we have discussed, right? So AI with IoT in electricals. So whatever we want to cover and a project over electrical domain. So we have done that. So now this particular last 1 hour of session, so we will be keeping it generic and which helps you teach students and betterment in your teaching event with AI tools. Coming and looking forward, many teachers ask me, many faculties ask me, sir, AI is coming, so everything is now automated, so AI will take over our jobs. So easy question, right? And being faculties and being teachers, always, many people are there in the market or edutech companies and many places where they do it for the part time, right? For them, teaching is like a business. They do it part time. And for us, I know that it is a passion. We teach with passion. We teach because it is our self-satisfactory that we are sharing our knowledge, right? So then why would AI actually do in that particular way? And understanding people and doing that. And going forward, yes, we have to live with technology. So let's understand little bit of AI tools which we can use and make our teaching enhanced, right? So let's see AI not as a threat for us, but let's use them as our co-faculty or our co-worker who will be working with us to make children's life better and easier. So this session, I want to make sure you people are having knowledge on the tools. Okay, just give me a minute. I'll share my screen, so I'll show you few of the these things. Okay. So firstly, I think everyone knows ChatGPT. So let me start with ChatGPT itself, where you know that this is a chatbot where previously also we used to have chatbots, but then it was just having an information which is related to only the website or only the prompts which were not even prompt, like whatever a business or someone would feed the data, it would just answer that. That would be the chatbot. And now we have this own chatbots from LLMs, large language models, which actually gives you more information and information as required, right? So for example, here you can type anything and you will get the answers for it, right? But for example, if I want to send a mail, can ChatGPT send a mail? Let's see. Send a mail for me. About the top technical news top 3 technical development news articles Okay, so I say enter. So you can see that it is just drafting a message for me, and it is just showing, okay, these all are things which you can do, and these are regards and everything like this, right? So, but it is not sending me a mail, right? So for this enhancement, generative AI, right, it generates the content for you. So it may be a generation of music, it may be generation of text, it may be a generation of anything like that, right? So generating a content is under generative AI, but world is actually moving towards agentic AI, right? Agents, creating agents is like more appropriate now. So I want you people to understand that you can create agents like without any support of technical knowledge. So this is a drag and drop tool. So N8N, your automation platform. So you can go to this N8N platform and just sign in. So let me just open it. You people can note down the platform name. So later I request you people to please write out. So here you can create the agents and make sure that you attach few tools so that it will work for you accordingly. So I'll keep it very generic that all the departments will understand and all the departments can use this particular tools. So once you are here, I already have a workflow, but I'll create a workflow for you people from the scratch. Yes. So here you have add first step, right? So this is the place where we can add the agents. And then here you have lot of, once I add it, I'll show it. So the main criteria which we are going to do is, we want to get a mail daily in the morning about latest top 3 technology inventions or whatever is happening, right? And that is customized for our use and it should be automated for us. So let's take add first step. And firstly, I'll give a chat trigger as of now, then I'll show you with a timer. So here you can see the parameters and settings, everything. I don't want to have any constraints as of now. I just want to keep it simple. Later, when you are deciding it, you can enable the settings and accordingly give it only electrical department, only news to the politics, only news for the maybe cricket or something like that you can decide, okay? Or only news for the technology also you can do it. So as of now, I just clicked aside. So my chat is ready. So when I can give a chat. So next, I want to attach an agent. So now the AI agent, for attaching it, you just type agent. So you'll get an AI agent. So here we can create the AI agent settings, but as of now, again, I just want to keep it simple. I don't want to add any conditions as of now. So you can see that my AI agent is created. It is ready, right? So I will give a chat trigger and the AI agent will take it up. So for AI agent, 3 things we have to give. So first is chat model. So which type of model you want to use. So I will use, for example, ChatGPT itself. So OpenAI chat model, I'll use it. Okay. And here I can give my OpenAI credentials. So I have already given that. For you people, if you are doing it for the first time, you can just go to OpenAI and here place the cursor on login. You have API platform. So if you go here, you can create your profile, the login. Once you create your login, you can go to your profile. Here you have API keys. And yeah, here you can create your own keys. So once your API keys are developed, you can attach your model and your ChatGPT model is ready. So this particular agent, if it needs any information, it will ask ChatGPT. Okay. So as of now, I'm using a LLM which has all the information. But if you want, you can use a SLM, which is only small large language model, but it has a specific information also, only for EEE, only for cricket, only for politics, something like that also they are available. You can directly use it. And then memory. So memory is required to check all your messages which are linked one after the other. For example, in Google, if you type anything, that search, it will actually give you the results. For the next search, it will not relate to the previous search and next search and then give you the results. It is always a new search. Now in ChatGPT also you can see, you can chat with it properly, like previous chat, whatever you have given. Based on that, if you give the next chat, accordingly it will understand, right? That is because it's having a memory. So agent also we will create a memory. As of now, I'm using a simple memory. I don't want MongoDB, I don't want Redis, all those headaches. Simply I'm using a simple memory and saying 5 iterations, 5 messages, my 5 old messages you can remember. So in that way. Okay, so my memory is ready now. And then go to tools. So in the tools, my mail is in Gmail. So I'll just take a Gmail tool. So here, my Gmail account, I've already given the access that it can take. Then tools, it would set automatically. So resource, I want to send a message like a mail. Okay, I want to send a mail. Here it is called message. Operations, I wanted to send the message, not just reply or everything. I want to send the mail. So I don't want to give a static mail ID. I want to model to decide it. So I'll click surprise. So my model will decide whom to send the mail. In my prompt, I'll just mention mail IDs and everything automatically. It will decide it. For example, once you started using the model and everything, so there was a leave letter you want to apply, you want to send it to your HOD. So directly the mail will be written, drafted it will send to the HOD. Good. But also the mail also should go to HR department maybe. Then it will decide that not only to HOD, but also give the mail ID of HR department. I'll also send it there. So it will remind you in that way. So it is that smarter. And then subject, I don't want to give any subject heading. So let the model decide the subject name even, subject of the mail. Then message also, the mail also, let the model decide it. Okay. So then I'll just click back to canvas and my mail is ready. Okay. So the mail, it can send the mails. And also if you want, you can add n number of tools. You can add more tools also. You can add the next procedure also what to do. Everything can be more automated. Okay. As of now, to keep it very simple, I'm just showing this one. Okay. So now let's try the mail part. So I'll put chat option open. So here is where I can put my prompt. I have put a chat option, right, to send the message. I can send it here. And logs, whatever action is happening everywhere, I can see it here. Okay. So now I'll say generate the latest news on AI with IoT. I'll say top 3. Okay. And send a mail to my team so we can give the mail IDs here. The mail IDs are can few of you send me your mail IDs so that you will get the mail. So from my mail ID, the agent will send you the mails. So I want one or two to volunteer and just send me your mail ID so that you will get an automated mail. Okay, we have one mail ID. Okay, two. Great. Thanks. Okay. Great. We have 3 mail IDs. So I'll put 3 mail IDs. So these are my team members. Okay, last I'll take one. Okay, so don't mind, I'm not taking all the mail IDs. So it's just a sample for me to show you people. Okay, so okay, so generate the top 3 latest news on AI with IoT. Maybe you can say in domain of electricals. I wish you can use your own department and everything even. So if you want health related, you can put health, cyber security related, cyber security, anything like that. And send a mail to my team, and these are the mail IDs. Okay. Now let us send it. So you can see that the chat trigger has been tick marked. The memory has been saved. The agent is working with the chat model. They are figuring out the latest news and everything. So I'm doing nothing here. I'm just seeing and watching what mail it would send, right? So it is generating on its own. So you can see that tick mark is 4 here. 4 mails have been sent, and ChatGPT is asking again a question even for me, and all those things, right? So great. So it is also saying me that, okay. So let's open my mail ID. The people who have given the mails, like 4 people, 4 my team members, whoever have put it. So you can also please check. You have already got the mail, maybe. Let me also
Yes, sir.
check.
Yes, sir. I received mail.
Okay, great. Good job. So my agent is working, right? So yes, so you can see that we have sent the mails. Okay. So first, let's see one mail. So hi team, here are the top 3 latest news on AI with IoT in electrical department domain. First is smart grids revolutionized, AI and IoT transform electrical utilities. See, as of now, utilities, majorly everyone is working on AI utilities, opportunities and everything. In EEE, like electrical also, now in smart grids, everyone is back of utilities. So please make sure your PhD projects, if you want to do anything, or your student assigned projects, if you want to do anything, try it on utilities. So just a suggestion. So integration of AI with the IoT for smart grid management, enabling predictive maintenance and real-time analytics. So you have seen that first top project AI is giving us from the top latest news. Then AI-driven IoT for predictive maintenance in electrical systems. I think we all have covered all the latest topics in today's morning session, right? So I can see that. Great. And then energy management in that way, right? So see, in the last best regards, it has come like this, but you can say in the prompt, right? So in the prompt, while you are giving it, so make sure in the prompt itself, how better you give the prompt, that better it will give the results. So when you say generate all these things, and in the last you say by Bharadwaj, or in regards with Bharadwaj, or something like that, you explain it, the mails also will go, okay? With it will not say you this particular your name. So because I did not give the prompt properly, it has happened like this. But later, once you test it out, you can give it Bharadwaj, and then end to end it looks similar, right? You can see 2 minutes ago the mail has been sent, right? So in that way. Okay. So now, if you don't want this chat option, you want to automate it, right? So now I'll click a plus symbol again as an input. I want schedule. So schedule trigger you can select. So daily one trigger should be there. Morning 9 a.m. I should get the trigger. Okay, you can add rule, however, and then just click aside. The trigger is attached. So every day morning, the trigger will start and send to your agent a message, right? So it's like daily stand-ups. Daily you want to interact with your teachers, asking them about syllabus, asking them about any updates. Your agent can do that work for you now. So your agent is like, you can create HOD agent, you can create sub agents, sub faculty agents, everything like that, and attach a model and then attach a memory. You can attach maybe WhatsApp is not possible. Telegram, WhatsApp is also there maybe. So you can have a Telegram group. As of now, I'm not attaching, but you can have a Telegram group there. So it can automatically ask every faculty to send what is the update on their topics which have been covered. What is the question paper they are preparing for the mid-exam. So in that way, like HOD can message, or the students can get a message, mail from all the faculties, from their respected faculties, right? So what is the assignment for today or anything like that. There can be a Telegram group, and in that Telegram group exactly you can message it. And whatever replies you are getting, your agent can answer behalf of you even. So in that way also you can create it, okay? So then you can also create like this is a master agent. You can create another agent which is sub agent, and this agent can do other works for you. For example, your teaching work can be taken care by this agent, and this agent will do a NAC inspection documentation for you. So whatever PhD programs you're attending, whatever like apart from academics, whatever extracurricular activities you're doing, this can make a proper document for you and make sure you're getting good marks in your NAC. So in that way, this can be your agent which works for your NAC accreditation. And again, you can click flex symbol, and you can put another one where it is like upskilling. So you will also upskill yourself for your own purpose. So daily 9 a.m., you'll have multiple agents which are working for you, updating your documents, updating your current status to HOD, updating your current assignments and everything to your students, and everything like that. It is automated, right? So in that way, the agents can work for you. And if you want any social media post or anything like that, there are n number of tools for you which I can show here. So, oh sorry, I clicked on some. I don't have a scroll option. Okay. So generally, if you see, so you can add a HubSpot, GitHub, where they can upload data or take the leads or anything like that. So lots and lots of tools are available. You can attach it. Okay. So in this way, if you have some ERP system also, you can attach with the web API or what we say, webhooks or anything like that also you can use and trigger it. Okay. So this is N8N tool for you, and this all you can do it. So you say, sir, we don't want even Bharadwaj, we don't want even to do all these things. Is there anything more better tool where I can just give my instructions what I want? It will only create the agents and it will only create the work and everything do for me, right? So let's identify it. So we have pipedream.com.
Yeah, hi Bharadwaj.
Yeah.
Before going to this pipe dream, let me just add one of my few opinions on this N8N.
Yeah, please.
Can you just stop sharing screen? I'll just cover this point for Telegram and WhatsApp, how we can
I'll do that.
integrate in NI10. Yeah. So suppose like you knows this NI10 entire platform, right? But if I want to, as like Bharat was helping you like everything, the flow. But if suppose I just want to automate every workflow, like suppose let's say I just want to make a call my mother, I just want to keep a mail to my manager, I just want to make all the things just using this Telegram. I'll just keep the text everywhere in the Telegram, then Telegram will do that. Okay, use from Telegram, you can directly go there. The same workflow, whatever he did, and using Telegram, it's a very it's a free of cost. So how you can create your own bot? Simply like come here and then create a new bot. Okay, like this you will type, and here it will ask the username. I just gave my name like Moses. Okay, and again I have created a Moses new bot. When you created a new bot, then you will be getting an API key. This API key, which is very useful. Like this is in a free of cost. You don't need to pay. Telegram will give a free API key. Now in NI10, if you can click on this Telegram, you could see that in NI10 there is an API option you will be getting. Just integrate it, and every your flow can be done using this Telegram. And next, if I want to do using WhatsApp, like how I can connect within WhatsApp. Basically, WhatsApp, it is not a free, so you have to pay for it. Now, if I want to make everything free, and even NI10, whatever we are seeing for a free trial, it will be giving 100 credits. And within 100 credits, you have to use it. If you want to use more, then you have to pay for it. I don't want to pay for it. I want to use it everything for free. Then MCP servers are the best option. So for that, what you can do, this is the MCP WhatsMu. So if you can just go through this WhatsMu. So using this WhatsMu MCP servers, so you can directly integrate with the WhatsApp. Now through WhatsApp, all works you can automate. You can make a call, you can text or keep a mail, you can make the PPTs, you can make a documentation, all the things just in your WhatsApp. So you just explore them. I'll be sharing you these links. You can go through it. Yeah, thank you.
Great, Mohammed. I think that's a good value add, I think. Thank you, Dr. Murli. Yes, sir. So keeping a message very interesting. Great. So let's go to the pipe dream now. So where I'll just show you people, instead of creating the agents. So now we can ask the pipe dream to create agents for us, right? So I'll just sign in, create my account. So here I have build with AI. So here I'll just write the prompt now. So generate a daily news on AI with IoT in healthcare or let me put cyber security, it may be helpful, or let's keep it healthcare itself. Okay. In your departments, in whatever news you want, you can surely put it up. Okay, there is no problem at all. In healthcare, and summarize it to a small paragraph, or just summarize it and then create a LinkedIn post which is having more reach, interactive, and then post it through my LinkedIn account. Okay, so here I'm asking to directly post it from my LinkedIn account. Okay, so generate daily news on AI with IoT in healthcare and summarize it, and then create a LinkedIn post which is having much more reach and interactive, and then post it through my LinkedIn, post it to the LinkedIn account. Okay, so let's now press enter. After that, see the magic. I am not even doing anything, so it's directly doing everything on its own. So it's giving, first it will give me a plan of action. So what agents it wants to create, what it wants to do. So describing the plan. So before approving the plan, let us once go through the plan. Okay. So it's setting a daily trigger. Then it's on AI research is generating the news. Then it's making an engaging post with the summarization. Then automatically posting it. Okay. So yes, I want to approve the plan. So it opened a preview. So where it is creating the agents now. So for that it is oh shit, I'm out of my bad. I did not see this. Maybe I'll use another account. Just give me a minute. Yeah, I'm building AI agents. Great. So let me copy paste the message. So it's creating the plan of action. I'm just approving it. Oh, I did not see the plan. It's okay. Fine. Let's see what it does. Okay. So it's creating the complete steps for itself, how to do it, where to search, how to post it, and all those things it is actually taking it up. Okay. So you can see that it's creating all the steps for itself. So great, it has created daily at 9 a.m. it wants to post. Generative AI in healthcare, it wants to take the API, create the content, then create the LinkedIn post and then post it. Okay, so let's test it out. So it's running API key hit for the generative AI model. So let's see. So it has completed. Great. So now it will try to make a post. So test, it will try to make the post for the LinkedIn from the news articles, top 10 news articles it is taking and then creating the post. Okay. So we can also give, it want to be authenticate news or take the news only from Business Insider or Times of India, something like that. What trusted news articles, anything like that, we can give it. Okay. So connect a LinkedIn account. Oh, okay. I'll connect mine. Okay, I've connected my LinkedIn account, so submit. So let's see if it trying to post. Yeah, go ahead, test. Yeah, go ahead, test it. Test the post, post it. There is an error, so let's see how it is going to fix the error itself. Good that it has shown some error. So let's see how it is going to resolve it. So I'm not doing anything here, right? So it is trying to again give the steps and then submit. Yes, go ahead. So it solved the error on its own. So that's the magical part here, right? So yeah, please test it, test the post. So still there is an error. Let's see. Come on, fix the error. So it is changing some API keys hit. It got 403 errors, switching the organization. Okay, so test it now. Let's see if it posts. Oh yeah, you can see that a tick mark is there, success. So it has solved the error on its own and it is actually has posted it, right? So let us see next thing what it is giving. Oh, it want me to deploy with the UI and everything. So it wants to make like a product. So it is deploying an agent so that I can sell this so that everyone can use it once I deploy it, the same flow. But as of now, I don't want to deploy it. I know it will ask charges for it. But however, let's see the post, okay? Let me open my LinkedIn. So you all can also directly search in LinkedIn. I am Bharadwaj Arvapalli. I am available on LinkedIn. Yes, so here you can see the news. No, I think this is not the latest news. Wait 1 minute. This post is an old post. Let me see where is the post. 1 minute. Successfully publishes to your AB Tech organization page. Oh, it posted in my organization page, not in my page. Let me see. Maybe the credentials I've given is my company page. Just give me a minute. page posts. Oh yeah, you can see 2 minutes ago the post has been there. So it has posted for me on LinkedIn, right? So you can see it has put up is healthcare on a brink of AI and IoT. So it wants to make it interactive. So it's asking a question, right? So in that way, the week's news says, like current news says, yes, right? So in that way, it is giving some statistics and giving some information and how is this advertisement impact for the care delivery. So share your perspective below. So it is making so interactive, and see, the wonder is like it's putting hashtags also. I did not even mention in my prompt to put hashtags, but it is also making it, because I put to give more interactive reach, right? So more reach. So that is making sure that it is posting it. See, organic impressions, 1 impression. So already it is going to people. So in that way, you can make your own post, daily post, and AI can actually make your account, use your account and do posting daily on latest news, on whatever you are interested in. You can also use DALL-E to create a post, right? Create an image, and with the image, it will post this content. So the also, it may sound a little different, but you can also read your own post, what you are posting from your account daily morning, right? So with other friends, with your followers, with your friends, you will also see daily your account, what you are posting. So this how the pipe dream is and how it is posting. So because it got an error from my personal account, it shifted to the company's account, which is attached to me, and it posted there, right? So that's how it is there. So not only this, like not only text and everything, you can do much more beyond this, right? So there are many things which you can actually do. So I want to introduce one more tool here, which is callin.io. So here you can give your website link, or you can give a PDF link. That's it. So it will read everything, and it will call your customers or anyone, and just make sure it will give all the information to them, and with like just like a human voice, right? And how we ask questions and everything, it can give the answers also at a go. So that's smooth, it will be there. So if your students are having any doubts, right? So you can say call my number, and you can attach your number here accordingly, and then okay, maybe I have to add my number, it has deleted it, but yeah, of course. So you can make sure that you are adding a number, and then it will make sure that it will call the agent from an agent accordingly, and it will talk so smoothly that you may think it's a real human, right? So you can select, you can also give your own voice. You can record your voice and give it, save it here, so students can hear the answers and everything in your own voice. You can just test out once, callin.io. The only problem is India has blocked the outgoing calls as a outbound calls you can't do from Indian number. So you'll get an international number. You have to buy an international number, or if you have any friend in the international US or anywhere, just ask them for 10-15 minutes their number. However, it's night, they will be sleeping. So when they sleep, you can use their number, activate it here, and then use it, test it, and then deactivate it, so that they can use in the next day morning. So in that way, you can just create the agents here and give the personal number, give some knowledge base, so a website link or anything like that, and then it can start answering the questions and everything, make calls, answer people all the questions and everything even. So this how the agents are working, right? So complete disruption in the service center, calls support centers also, right? And the beauty is, whatever language you start talking, it will convert to that language, and also if you want, it will answer. So you start talking in English, it will continue in English. If you start in Hindi, it will also switch to Hindi. If you talk in Telugu, Tamil, anything like that, it will try to answer in different languages also. So you have to just enable that settings in your agent properly so that it will also do it properly. Okay. So this is how your calling agent works. I can't show the demo now because my friend has removed the personal number. So later I'll just add it and maybe I'll send a video how this conversation happens and everything even. Okay. So this is what I just thought to show you people as a call-in agent where you can develop the agents who can actually call behalf of you and the conversation will be so smooth and exactly it will answer your questions even and it will be same like human being itself. You can't even identify whether it's a machine or human. And then see also there are some tricks and tips to make it more believe. Like you can go and edit agent and add agent where you can say add office background ambience. So if you enable this, right, so there is also backside some other noises and everything coming so that people will believe, yes, it's really a human talking in and from an office, right? So it's they're making that friendly or that easy. And while you're asking any questions, it will surely say you, yes, oh, great, yeah, we can do that. So it will use some sentences or some keywords, which it will make more interactive, right? So in this way, today you teach a topic, you can ask your students to call at any time and so and so particular time and you will answer it and your calling agent will do behalf of you. You no need to work anything, you no need to take the calls, right? So in that way also you can do it. So in this way, there are n number of tools, which if I start, it will not end, but there are around, what is this number? 26, okay, wait. Sorry, my bad, I clicked something. 26,489 AI tools are available for you, which act as very good agents. So you can go to Toolify and in toolify.ai, you have all the latest AI tools which are being updated in the market. So if you can see, so you can see Tripo AI, where it's a AI 3D model generating the images and text, right? So image to Excel. So you just give some AI powered online tool to convert images with tables to Excel, right? So if you give a table image like a PDF or you take a phone image and then it will convert to your Excel also, right? And proper data and everything. So AI video generator. So n number, there are lots and lots of tools which makes your life easy and you can make sure you're using all these things to build and make your life also easy to explain students and everything like that, right? So always see AI as your support system rather than seeing it like a competition. So that is what I say everyone. Okay. So with this, I'll end my session also explaining about AI tools and everything, which will help in generic and in all the domains where different kinds of faculties are there from different domains here. So I think this session was helpful and now we will be open for Q&A session for next 15-20 minutes where you can ask any questions you have related to AI with IoT in electricals or in your own domain. As much as it helps, seems like AI is deceiving. Yes, Hussain sir, you are right. So of course, as I say, we should take help of it so that we will also improve our skills and we will also improve our work. Yes, so we are open for questions. So please, if you have any questions, you can please ask. And if you are having any doubts in the tools which we have used, you can also please ask.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, hello, sir. Tell me, sir.
As we keep on building up our own agents,
Yes.
If everybody does like that, and I think there should be strong policies on such things so that people will not misuse it.
No, of course. So I would answer your question in a way. So where before internet has come, so people were worrying a lot. What would happen to libraries? What would happen to the books? What would what would be the so there is also a check where if I teach some topic, so everyone can go on internet, check it, and say whether this topic is correct or not. And everyone used to have that doubts. So then you know how people have started using internet and how it is helpful. So now we are going a level up and we are using these agents. So now many people already have ERP systems and everything. LMS are already there. With this sell and people start using this. And even I feel these agents also have these policies and everything. Like we have internet policies and everything. So these agents, they'll create like this ERP systems and everything, and they'll sell it. So people who want to develop, they'll develop it, and people who want to just use it as a tool, so they can also use it. Yeah, Moses, if you want to add, you can please.
Yeah, nice session, Bharadwaj. I really enjoyed it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Hussein sir, as you say, like if everyone started building and making everything automation, what could happen the next? And if the developing is happening without the prototypes, there is no developing like that. In AI itself, there are the responsible AI. So people has to follow some certain limits, like there are fairness, there should be a fairness, transparency, accountability, privacy, and then safety. These are all a lot of metrics were there. These metrics they must consider. If they are considered, if they are breaking, then illegally they have to face the consequences. Okay, any company they are trying to build and make the automations, they must follow these responsible AI principles. Okay, and second one is building and technology always increases. We can't stop the technology, and even these responsibilities, is it every company is following? Can't we see any behavior from the AI side? Definitely, you might be seeing that lot of floating of viral videos in Facebook, Instagram. There are a lot of vulgar content with AI generated videos. Yes, of course it is there. Even in Hugging Face, I myself tested with some of the very bad models. If you can give the content, it will generate and everything it will do. But those are not authorized. So if something was happened, they have to definitely face the consequences. So it is like it is their own risk what they are doing, but according to the law, they have to follow before they are building. I hope I cleared your answer, and as Bharadwaj also detailedly gave within agents examples.
Okay, thank you, sir. And one more question is, which is the best AI technique? Like there are so many things you were explaining in your session, like regression, logistic regression, and other things. Which is the best one? Which is the best predictive model according to your survey or your work?
Yeah, Hussein sir, it's a very good question. So it is not like that. What is the best model? We always choose for it. Instead of that, we should look for the data. What is your problem statement? Based on your data, what model will be the best fit? Let's say I'm having a categories of two binary categories. Then of course the logistic regression would be the best choose for it. If I'm having a huge a text kind of data, then a naive-based algorithm would be the best fit for it. And I won't say this is a best fit until unless I do the experimentation. Suppose I'll keep on apply with a lot of models, but Though I may be applied hundreds of the models, sometimes it may not satisfy the requirement. Then you have to build your customized model as well. So here, how we have to look for it? We should not look for the best model. We should look for the data, understanding the data. So how the data is, what are the challenges it is having? So for this data, how, let's say, if suppose, let me tell you one example. There is a guy who wants to get married. Okay. So the target is he has to get married. Okay. Now for getting a married, there is a saying in Telugu that Vanda Baddala Adugudo Pelli Cheyalani. We can't make a lot of manipulations to data to get a very good performance. At the end, when we deployed it, it will be failed. So instead of that, we have to understand the model. We have to understand the data. We have to understand the candidate, how he is actually. Now, regarding that candidate, you have to give the inputs, and regarding the candidate, you have to try to guide him, right? We can't tell the lies. Like in the olden days, it might be work, but now, so just take this as an example with the data also. On the data, understand it properly. Based on the data, we will be applied. And understanding the data, it is not just whatever I have shown you, the simple visualizations. In generally, what we do, we implement statistical techniques. We implement statistical analysis. So statistical analysis, mathematical analysis, and a lot of other techniques will be there. Someone would say this is the very good analysis if suppose you are encountered such a kind of a problem. So we will be playing around lot of techniques, and until unless we get a very good model performance. Once we get the model is very good, we should not disturb it, and we go with it for a deployment. Yeah, that's how it works.
So I just
that
want
means
to
unless we use it, we cannot predict about it.
Yes, until you went through the data, you can't say it. If something you are saying, then blindly you should not believe it. Okay, if suppose I say, sir, I have a very good experience playing and building with the models, you just try this model. You may, but in the production, we can't say it. We can't guarantee it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Bharat is adding something. Yeah, Bharat,
no,
go ahead.
I just want to say that whenever we want to choose any model, so it depends on data as well, and you can try the same data set with different models, and it will give you accuracy. Which accuracy is best, you can choose that. And again, it is not only about the model, so you can evaluate the model, and then 2-3 models also you can use after one after the other. So in that way also it is possible as of now. So it again depends. Like one company is using one particular model and giving you the results. The other one is using another model and giving you the results. So whichever is accurate, you will go there and use it. So in that way, it is simple like that. Yeah.
Right, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So Moses, you have a question from Bhaskar in the chat. Bhaskar sir, saying that sir, is pre-processing of data is required every time?
Yeah, definitely. Let me just share my screen and show you one of the picture which can help you to understand more about the cleansing. Okay. So generally what people will think, okay, and how actually it would. So generally people will think what companies think their data is, whenever we come up with a problem statement or in any company or whatever we aim to do it, we think that the data would be very good. We'll directly just take it and do the simple analysis and we'll directly build a model. But how the actually data is like this. Okay. Now to solve this, that's how you have to implement the data pre-processing techniques. Okay. This is how, when I started cleaning the data, when I finished cleaning the data. So I'm currently working as a senior data scientist at Microsoft. So honestly, I won't spend much time on building the model. We always spend huge time on cleansing the data. Getting the data and understanding data itself is the biggest problem. And you may not imagine, there could be a lot of encounters. There could be a lot of bugs that you can't build a model. You will be facing the difficulties. Now, data pre-processing techniques are very, very important. That you should data pre-processing techniques. Let me just read out few of the techniques, okay, so that handling missing values, any kind of these techniques. But these kind of techniques also will not be guaranteed that your model will be 100% working, 100% accuracy it will be giving. It might be data cleaning, it might be data transformation, data reduction, or normalization. In a transformation, we do attribute selection or discretization, and then concept hierarchy generation. So until unless whenever we see the problem, we see the model working good, we can't say this technique will work for your data. Okay, so your model behavior must be very important, and that accuracy or the metrics, whatever you are focusing on it, precision or recall or any of the metric which you are focusing on it, which technique you might be using, that is doesn't matter. But until unless you won't implement these things, you will not get it. First thing, data pre-processing importance. Second, data before this data pre-processing technique, before this machine learning, how people used to handle, how people used to analyze and give the solutions. They used to implement the statistical analysis. Statistical modeling, how it would be. Let me just show you. Statistical modeling with inferential statistics, there are a lot of techniques. Okay, so those techniques like sampling techniques or hypothesis testing, or there are a lot of other techniques, parametric tests and non-parametric tests. So those will help you to understand more about your data. So once you understood more about your data, then automatically you will be known that how you have to act it. But this is all, whether I say statistical analysis, whether I say data pre-processing, whether I say data wrangling, these are all comes under the cleansing only, transformation only. So data pre-processing is very important. We should never exclude it. And most of the time, we will work on data pre-processing only. I hope I answered. Bharadwaj, if you want to add anything, you go ahead.
I think you have covered all the points. Great. So I just want to show a video to everyone. So before, as a closing point, before taking up any questions even, so let me share my screen.
Looking to upskill for the future?
This new AI can...
Is the voice audible? Is my system voice audible?
Yeah, Bharadwaj, go ahead.
Okay.
Looking to upskill for the future?
This new AI can perform all coding jobs in seconds, including blockchain development. While this AI is already outperforming accounting firms. Meanwhile, the new graphic design AI aims to automate graphic design and could minimize the need for...
Relax. Because in a future where AI does most of the work, there'll be one thing that humans will finally get to do all day long. Nothing. So it's time to learn the most essential skill of the future. 5-Star presents Nothing University with the first ever diploma program in doing nothing. An intensive course covering the most future-ready skills out there.
Well, let me check with the AI and get back to you in a few days.
Super. With our state-of-the-art workshops, campus placements, and guest lectures, the world can finally prepare for the glorious future that awaits us. Meet 5-Star. Do nothing. Enroll now.
So that's a small video I just want to show you people. So how crazy the world is becoming. and also it's like we don't know about near future, but for sure in 2050 or maybe 2070, I don't know how people will work or what would they do, right? Yeah. So with leaving a question in your mindset even, and with lot of knowledge and everything which we shared, I think it helped you people. And thanks for giving this opportunity for Mahesh sir and HOD and all the people who are conducting this workshop. Sorry, FDP. And also, I think there is a very smooth flow in the FDP. I have seen a very good organizing of these things, right? So it's not only just what should I say? It's this very smooth flow says that there are internally lot of things which I have already done. So when the number of count is more, automatically putting it in a live and interaction with speakers also smoothly, giving the session plans, discussion on calls. I think really hats off, like conducting all these things without any problems, and a very good, FDP which I have seen in recent times. Yeah, thanks all. Thanks everyone.
Yeah, thanks
Moses,
for
you
that,
want to?
boss. Yeah, some question we got. Let's answer that.
Yeah.
AB Chandana madam is asking, not only electrical, sir, for scholars. Sir, for research scholars in electrical, which AI tool is better? Let me just share my screen. It's not just for an electrical, any kind of thing also. If you are doing in a research, how you are going to like how you can access it, how you can take an help from the AI. It's not just research, any kind of thing. Okay, any kind of thing you are into it. So how you have to solve, let's say having a legal issue, how you can go ahead. You are in a traveling, you are in a marriage, wedding, okay, you are, let's say, funeral, marriage, any kind of thing. Now, what is the best AI tool for it? What is the ways you can find out the best suit for your requirement? Okay, let me tell you few of the tips. It's just in a tips. So from there you can find out the best tools. Okay. So firstly, we all knows the ChatGPT. With the ChatGPT, I'll try to make you to understand. Let's say this is how the ChatGPT would looks like, right? Let me just show you. Okay, this is how the ChatGPT would looks like. When you come to the ChatGPT, here you have the GPTs. Okay, in GPTs you can have a lot of extensions. Let's say, as madam asked, electrical research assistant, electrical. I'm just searching for it. Electrical research assistant. Okay, now there could be a lot of GPTs. GPTs means generated pre-trained transformers. Okay, these are some of the models which can generate same all this. If you can combine these transformer models, then it becomes an LLM. Okay, so like said, these are also can be called as a SLM, small language models. Now let's say here electrical research engineer assistant is there. Now what you can do, if you have any questions relevant to it, now directly you can ask, this can answer only relevant to the electrical research. Okay, now if I can click on the chat, now relevant to it, it can let's say if this is the question I'm giving, how can I align being an electrical research engineer with my values? Now it gave me all the details. Let's say if you can give any technical question to it. Now this is completely, it's not an chat GPT, it is completely AI electrical research engineer assistant. It will not deviate it from the domain, it will give you in a specific domain. As like I just interacted with a Jesus, like if I want to talk to with a God, let I just interacted with it. Now it is really like I can really talking within a God. Okay, of course now A is giving God also. Okay, next if you want a data analyst job, then give the data, it will do the analysis and give it to you. This is one of the way using ChatGPT you can try, but ChatGPT it's always not free. You can you have to pay for it, and most of the here are the many GPTs also might not be free. They will have some of the limits. Okay, suppose if you want to use, all you need is I guess attention. All you need AI is to know your AI. Something would be there, but because do you know that know your AI something or all your AI?
No, I'm not aware of it.
There we can get all the if even in a board also we will get all kind of the developments whatever it is happening in the world a board. Okay, so you will get all of the a things. I'll just send you that, or just a minute I'll try again and I'll give it to you. So far you
Meanwhile,
can,
yeah. So meanwhile, I'll just say one thing. So now Airtel users, they're getting Perplexity chatbot free for 1 year. So there you can have in-depth chat option and everything. There is no limit. And also for Gemini, so for student accounts or company accounts, they're also giving 1 year or something like that free. So there you can also ask more of the questions. And in chat, in OpenAI itself, I'll share my screen. So you have one more option. So basically, if you don't know which chatbot or where to use which GPT to enable, so also you can just go to, for example, this tools option here. Okay, so just click on this tools. So here you have deep research. Okay, so in deep research you can select it and make sure that you are giving the complete prompt, like whatever you want, all the details in single prompt. If you're typing everything and then giving it here, it will give you the complete deep research based out of it. So the prompt, which I say a prompt input which you're giving, it can be a 1 page, 2 pages, 6 pages of input also. There is no problem. It will do the research completely and give it to you. Okay. So as of now, the prompt is like 1-2 lines or maybe 5-6 lines we do. But I'm saying that in a single prompt, single message, you can give 6 pages of lines of prompt, so that in detail you write it and then it will give you the complete deep research on it. Yes. Great. So any other questions, we can take it up or we can end this session. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Respected principal, HOD, esteemed speakers, faculty members, and dear participants. It is my distinct honor to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing committee for this FDP. First and foremost, we extended our deepest gratitude to our distinguished resource dignitaries, Mr. Bharadwaj sir, Mr. Mosha sir, Mr. Chintalapudi V. Suresh sir, for sharing their valuable insights, expertise on fundamental insights of IoT and AI, AI-IoT in electrical engineering applications as EV, renewable energy, smart grid, and power systems. Your presentations were informative and inspiring, and we are confident that the knowledge gained will greatly benefit our faculty members in their teaching and research works. And I would also like to express my sincere appreciation to our principal sir, Dr. M. Ashok sir, and HOD ma'am, Dr. Sneha Joshi, and Dean Student Affairs, Dr. Narasimha Reddy sir, and Dean Academics, Dr. Sandarani madam, for their unwavering support and encouragement in organizing this FDP. A special thanks to the organizing committee and all staff members whose hard work and dedication has made these programs possible. Your efforts behind the scenes have ensured that everything runs smoothly. And a heartfelt thanks to all the participants of our active engagement and enthusiastic participation throughout the program. So thank you once again for your valuable time and support, and I wish you the very best in all your future initiatives. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you all. Thank you, DRK Mahesh Sir Garu and Bharadwaj and all the faculties. All the best. Happy learning.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable inputs. Now we will wind up this FDP. Please fill the feedback form. And within 1 week, as soon as possible, we will try to send e-certificates. Those who are registered, those who are filled the feedback forms only, they will get it the e-certificate within 1 week. Thank you so much for your participation.